Hello folks, JoeyLeddzDippin back here. Not for a dip review, not for a vlog, none of that. We are here for a special video. It might not be a big deal to you, but it is a huge deal to me. Today, April 3rd, marks 4 years since I made this channel and uploaded my first video. But if you want to look at it from a technical standpoint, I've actually been doing this for 5 years, kind of. What a lot of you new followers might not know, my newer viewers here, which I know there's a lot of, obviously they're always growing, which is fucking nuts. We'll get more into that later though. I opened my first account, just called JoeyLeddzDippin, no 94, just JoeyLeddzDippin in March of 2010. I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't dip really regularly, much. I just kind of dipped occasionally, so I pulled my lip and I fucking took tiny pinches and dipped a lot of skull, and the amount of hate I got was immense. It was ridiculous. You know, people were just dicks, and I was like, fuck this, I ain't made for this dipping community shit, So I closed the channel. And a year later, I decided to make JoeyLeddzDippin 94. And I decided to make that after I watched more dipping videos. I'll never forget the first dipping video I ever saw on YouTube was Cajun Tiger's Kayak Great video. Cajun Tiger is the reason I started making videos. Some of you that are newer to the dip community in the last year or two might not know who Cajun Tiger is, unfortunately. People say I pioneered the dip reviews. He pioneered the dipping community. That's what he was known for, the godfather of YouTube dipping. And I just really liked his videos, and I don't know, I just thought he was a good guy, and he made me want to make videos, right? So I did. And, you know, I started off, you know, very shitty, unedited videos, quite embarrassing, but the reason I keep, by the way, I do unlist some of them when I re-review something. I have a dip review playlist on my channel. You can watch literally every single review I've ever done on this channel. There, just so you know. But of course my first videos sucked. They were unedited and stuff, and then I started editing them, you know, with Windows Movie Maker, but edited nonetheless. And I made my intro, and I think that that's what caught Cajun Tiger, Steve, that's his name. I'm going to refer to him as Steve here on out. I think that caught his eye, because he made a new video called Unboxing Mud Jug or something, and I watched it, and at the end, this is what he did.
I'm just so hyper. I'm sitting at my front door. I'm fucking dipping. That guy really put dip in. Shout out list. First off, top of the list, big shout out, JoeyLeddzDippin 94. Did you like that clip? Did he just make a great intro or what? That's a killer. Does that intro not make you want to go and subscribe to him right now and go watch his videos? He does kayak. I saw him dip Grizz Green. Fucker's crazy.
That was my first big shout out. You know, like little YouTubers and everything. The little friends I had back then that unfortunately kind of just fell off the face of the earth would give me shout outs. But that was my first big shout out because subscriber-wise, I'm number 3 in the dipping community. He used to be number 3 in the dipping community. And that was my first boost. Gave me a few hundred. And I just kept really working at it. And just, you know, slowly but surely they went up. And then word got around that Cajun Tiger, Chubfucker, C-Nash X, and like I said, a bunch of people that just fell off. Who, it's unfortunate because I befriended them. And a lot of people I miss. But word went around that he had his own Uvu calls. And so I messaged him. I'm like, hey, you know, could I get in one? And I was added. And, you know, you would expect me to fanboy over him. But when I joined in that call, first time I ever actually talked to him directly, he was excited to meet me. Like, he had been doing it for 3 years. I had been doing it for like a month or two. And he was excited to see me. And I was just like so nervous. Like, I was really nervous. I played it off well, and I didn't show it. But on the inside, I was like, what the fuck? Holy shit. And me and Steve became very good friends. We would talk all the time. We would text, everything. We just became friends, which, you know, people might think it's weird. I was 16 at the time, becoming friends with a fucking, like, 40-year-old. Didn't matter. Just like in my calls, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. So he continued to give me shout-outs and everything. And then I kind of hit this point where, for a temporary amount of time, I kind of lost interest in the whole dip review thing. And took a little break, and then I came back and started doing cigar reviews, which some of you might remember. I know to this day some people request me to still make them. I don't smoke anymore, so... But that was a different phase, and it was kind of mixed. A lot of people wanted the dip reviews back, but at the same time it attracted a lot of new subs, so it got me more subs, but it kind of started this split kind of thing, and that wasn't good. Shortly after, you know, the cigar reviews, I was in a pretty lost time. I've talked about it before. I used to abuse Adderall. I got prescribed to it when I was 15 for my ADHD. And pretty much to sum it up, I took it for 3 years. The first year or two it was fine, stopped working, so I felt the need to keep taking more and more and more, and then it got out of hand, and I'm like, fuck this. And then October 2013, I went to my doctor, had him discontinue my prescription, and I haven't had it or craved it since. All I need is weed. That's it. Nothing else. I don't even drink. But that was kind of a lost time. I didn't really know what I wanted to do with the channel, so I just started putting out these awful and very rude, very arrogant, very offensive videos. It was just this lost phase. And then I stopped that for a while, and then just kind of fell off for even longer. And then, I don't know. I just wanted to make dip reviews again. Now, through that period, I wasn't making reviews too much because I was working a lot. But I would put out one like a month. But nonetheless, I returned to dip reviews. And then that October, I believe it was, I just started firing these fucking reviews out like crazy. Like, I just started, like, every 2-3 days, I'd put a review out. And that continued for a long time. And then in January 2014... Outlaw Dipper brought back Dipper of the Week, and unbeknownst to me, until others informed me, he made me Dipper of the Week.
Oh, the Dipper of the Week for this week is the man called JoeyLeddzDippin 94. Now, you guys know me, and I don't do, I do somewhat of a little review in my videos, but I'm not great at it. I never have been. I've never been really great at explaining things. I'm more here to entertain mother truckers rather than give a review. But if you want somebody that's funny, and you want somebody who gives, like, thorough reviews of dips, and you like watching that, and stuff, then you guys gotta check this guy out. JoeyLeddzDippin 94. He gives probably the best I've seen out there dip reviews, and you guys need to check that mother trucker out. Subscribe to his ass. He's a good guy. You know, if there's a dip that you want to try out there, but you're kind of you're kind of going back and forth on whether you should get it or not, you can go check out JoeyLeddzDippin videos, and you can frickin' see if he's got a review on it. So make sure you go subscribe to him. He's doing good. He's putting out some frickin' videos. So go subscribe to that mother trucker, y'all.
That was huge. I know some people don't like Outlaw. Whether or not you like him, you know, he helped me get where I am today. You think I would have, or we would have 32,000 subs without that? No. He really boosted me. He gave me exposure because people probably just hadn't heard of me. Not that they didn't like me. And he really got me out there. And ever since, the subs, they just aren't stopping. They just keep going up. And I'm so grateful for it. It's crazy. And then he also gave me a brief shout out on his Dr. Pepper dip video.
Then in one of my sidebars of one of my videos, I saw my boy JoeyLeddzDippin on YouTube's here. I saw him do it a while back, and I was like, okay, so I watched his video on it, and I was like, yeah, maybe I'll frickin' do this subbitch to see if it tastes like Dr. Pepper, and maybe it'll be frickin' interesting. And then y'all subbitches can do it at home, and If you ain't got a Dr. Pepper around the house, you can just throw this bitch in and there you go. Your freaking addiction to Dr. Pepper is all good to go.
Which that gave it a little boost too. But to wrap this video up, this little thing that I just started for the fuck of it back in April 2011 that, you know, was just for fun, and I never thought it would ever become anything, but now I've met so many great people. I've had the honor to actually, like, this whole YouTube thing has become so much bigger than just subs. It's changed my life in a lot of ways. This, you know, I wouldn't have gone to Kentucky without this YouTube channel. I wouldn't have fucking known those people because they watched my videos. And at the time you're watching this, I'm in North Carolina because I pre-recorded this since I'm down there. And I wouldn't be traveling like this. I wouldn't be hanging with the people I'm hanging with if it weren't for this YouTube thing. It's nuts. It's fucking ridiculous in the best possible way. There's been up and downs on the channel. But at this point, I think that I've found my footing again. And I think from here on out, things are going to really look up. And I'm very excited. Some people say, oh, you're going to run out of shit to review. Dude, I haven't touched so many dips. Like, there's so many dips I've never even had, never mind reviewed. And all the chews, and they're always coming out with new dips. I'm not worried about that. I don't think I'm going to run out anytime soon. And I'm going to continue making reviews. And some people like the vlogs, so I'll do those once in a while as well. But like I said, I just can't wrap my head around it, you know, that this YouTube thing that was just for fun. You know, I've met people that are, I consider brothers to me, and it's brought me, like, to fucking vacations pretty much. Like, it's ridiculous. But again, in the best way possible. I'm kind of soft. I'm a big teddy bear. That's just how I am. But as I always say, thank you so much. And I love you all. More than you know. And let's end this video by packing a lip in celebration. Here's to 4 years, and here's to another 4. Cheers. And as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for getting me here. Thanks for being patient with me and sticking by my side. And just thanks for all of this. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.